Okay, just waiting. I was waiting. We're live. What's up, everybody? It is June 8th, I think. It's June-ish. This is This Week at Gear Report. Every Thursday, we go over everything that we've published. I don't know how much that's going to be, but what we will publish and all kinds of odds and ends stuff that we've got going on. Jeff will be with us shortly. He's taking care of something. I'll let him discuss it if he wants to. I'm not going to disclose what he's doing. It's TJ down here in Florida. Just a few minutes got off work. I've set up, I don't know if y'all noticed, I've got my banner backlit with some weapons and all kinds of stuff back there now. Finally, I got kicked out of my studio. The wife said we needed have a separate bedroom. So I'm back down into the gun room, which, people will be coming in and out. So I'll be muting constantly. But that is what it is. At least I'm here. At least I'm able. So I'm just waiting for people to get in the chat. Come on, people. What's going on? We're over here on the firearm side, I think. I don't know. Jeff set everything up. I'm just the face. That's all I'm here for. So we've had a productive week, I think, over at Gear Report. I don't know. I'm loading up the other page now to see what we've actually gotten accomplished, or what Jeff's actually gotten accomplished. I know I personally have done crap. Oh, okay. We have something. I don't know what it is. It's a Jeff one. It's not a me. Last week, unfortunately, I wasn't here. We were house sitting, and I could not get my stupid phone to work in the mount that I had. So, sorry, everybody. There's our favorite person, Gizzard Gary, with the trademarked yo. I think that's what it should be too. First one capital, second two lowercase. Because if not, I think you're yelling at us. I'm like, listen, easy on the yo's. That's cool. What's up, Gary? I'm running a solo now until Jeff gets here. So I've got something over there that he published that I have no idea what's going on with it. So last week I had Jeff went over it. I wasn't here. I finished the review on the 5150, the Evolve 15 Apex series. Love that rifle. It's back there right now, sitting there. It got showcased. So plus it's an awesome color. It's their Sagent color. I'll get in trouble if I mispronounce it again. They'll call me up and say, dude, we told you what it was. What's up? Komar's there with always shouting the yo-yo-yos with an exclamation point. All right. Appreciate the yos. So like I said, Jeff, I just talked to Jeff just a second ago. He will be with us shortly. He's got an issue. I'll let him talk about it. Sorry, I've already started. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's just switch over to TJ's happy hour right here, right now. Cheers, everybody. I've had a long day at work. I just threw on a shirt, threw on a hat, loaded it up, and here we are. That's the problem with summer is I work constantly until from dawn to dusk, but got to get those daylight hours in. Make it while the making's good. Get back to comments. Give everybody a play-by-play as I go. So, happy hour. I don't know if it's happy. More just I need to get my adult lubrication in so I can function tomorrow for another long day of work. I'm trying to plow out the jobs. So Sunday I can do Sunday fun day. I can go do some fun stuff with I've got the Mic 102. Oh, you can't see it. Never mind. It's back there. The Mic 102 side charger AR that I've got. I've got to run it to the range, and that's gonna be a fun one. So we got to go to the range a little bit, and then after that, it's gonna be beers and beaches. That's why you love Florida right here. Plus, we have one of the awesome governors. Jeff is taking a while. Now I'm worried. It's like, I'll be there in a minute. Like, is it a Jeff minute or an everybody else minute? Anyway, reviews that I have up and coming. I have several glasses. Tifosi Optics sent me some glasses, and this is one of them. It's hard to see because with the light and everything, but these are the blue light blockers. There you go. Stylish. Pretty badass. My first pair of blue light blocking glasses, and they actually work. I was like skeptical. I was like, whatever, it's just a gimmick. But you know, I've had a couple late nights doing the Gear Report stuff, writing them up, and I'm like, man, normally my eyes get tired because I'm old, and they worked. So I got that coming up. They sent me some shooting glasses and some regular shades, which living in Florida, that's part of your EDC right there. You know, everyone's like, oh, knife, gun. I'm like, sunglasses down here and sunscreen, kind of. I'll let the dermatologist figure that one out. See if should be all right. I don't have any lumps or lesions. Good so far. And what else? The Mic 102. Oh, the True Vision from Meprolite. That little red dot's badass. That's on the that's right there. That's on the 5150. I've been using that thing now since he sent it on 3 or 4 different guns, and it's solid. So that one's almost done. And other than that, I'm almost out. Good thing SHOT Show's like coming up around the corner shortly. We got IV88 and Suppress Fest before then, and GunCon. I don't know if anybody's going to GunCon. I'm thinking about making the trip out there. So I don't know if Gary or anybody else out that way is going to head over there. Should be a fun one. I've never been. So I need to start going to these events that like not Suppress Fest, CanCon. I haven't been to yet. I need to go, and then GunCon. It's a con. Just put con on everything. So I mean, Adam always does a good job over at Suppress Fest. That's always a fun time. That's well run, and there's always some cool food trucks there, and that's big on the my priorities. If I drive over there, there better be some freaking food. And he always gives away a ton of prizes afterwards too. So, you know, free stuff. Us media guys love the free stuff. So other than that, Jeff has, I don't know, I'm gonna try to figure this out. Road trip. I'll let him talk about it. I have no idea what he was doing on this one. It looks cool. My road trip essentials are different from everybody else's road trip essentials, so I'm gonna throw it out there. Oh, mine start with cigars, and we go from there. Once I have cigars, I'm good to go. I don't care what else is in the car or who else is in the car. Actually, they can deal with it. If I'm driving, windows are down, stogie in it. Uh-oh. Hey, buddy. All right. I did not tell them what you had going on.
Go. There we go. Sorry. Whenever I turn the microphone on, I've got to go mess with speaker settings because it tries to send the speaker output to the microphone. That doesn't work.
What do you think? What do you think of my new setup back here? You like it? I've been moved. I had moved back down to the gun room, so you no longer have a bedroom here anymore. Sorry.
Why?
Because Crystal's 50th coming up, and we're having like 20 people over at the house, so we have to clear out the studio for a bedroom.
So it's just temporarily.
I don't know. Wait, once Crystal gets, once she puts a bed in there, that's going to be it. But I like it. Isn't the lighting better though? Isn't the lighting better? I got a backlit kind of
things though. Okay,
right,
number one.
All right.
Number one, I heard that there's a party. So we're going to have to talk off air about timing and all of that because I'd hate to miss a party.
It's a gathering. It is, we like to party for days. It's going to be a week, actually, I think.
Understood. You said it's going to be a week, not it's going to be week, right?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a week long.
Okay, gotcha.
You only turn half a century once.
That's what I hear.
Oh, I just told Crystal's age.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. What's up, Defense Dad? Shouting the yos. I like it.
All right. I'm sending Komar a link because apparently when I scheduled the program, I forgot to update the calendar thing. So Komar, check your server rack email and you'll have a link there. And I should probably update it in the calendar in case anyone else who gets the calendar thing actually wants to join us. I'll go ahead and do that real quick. And I apologize. That's completely on me. I should have.
We jumped right into the TJ's happy hour. I talked about what I got coming up and just BS'd a little bit. Told him you had an issue. I didn't tell him what it was.
Oh, is it secret?
It's up to you. I just said you had an issue and you were taking care of it, and let everybody's minds wander.
Man, did I have an issue? I still have an issue. I think this issue's been going on for a week and a half at this point.
Oh, God.
And I thought a couple days ago, I was like, oh yeah, this is getting better. This is not going to be an issue for long. And then today, I was like, oh no, it's going backwards. The issue is poison ivy, and I had a couple dots show up. It was probably it was a little over a week and a half ago that I had a couple, like a little dot on my arm. Tiny little thing, and it looked like it was clearing up, and I'm like, all right, everything's golden, everything's going to be fine. And I've noticed every day I get more and more little dots at different places.
Dude,
and I made the mistake Tuesday. I hadn't been exercising right, so I went to the pool and I swam for like an hour and a half, and I thought the chlorine would like do something positive to help me out.
Yeah,
and it made it spread. I don't care about itchy. I just ignore the itchy.
Once it's in your bloodstream, though, it starts spreading everywhere, dude.
Well, that's what I'm running into. It must be in the bloodstream because it seems to be getting everywhere. And now, like, I'm gonna have to roll my sleeve up. I'm gonna have to look like I'm in the Grease movie with my sleeves rolled up, because I got a spot here on my arm that the bottom of the sleeve rubs up against. And
I bet it feels good though, doesn't it?
So it's weird thing.
The whole time he's like, oh God, I don't know what's going on. It's fantastic.
When I was a kid, oh, sorry, you were in the wrong room for a while, Komar. And that was completely on me that I forgot.
I blame Jeff too. Like, I have no idea what's going on, Komar.
Dude, I blame Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm the last person to ask.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. So anyhow, as the show was supposed to start this evening, I get a call from TJ like a minute before we're going live, and I'm literally in the shower trying to wash this anti-poison ivy crap
I heard some things.
My arms and legs. And I know it's weird that I answer the phone in the shower.
Didn't sound like you were watching me. I'm just saying.
I take the phone in the shower with me, but
I always take my phone in the shower, dude. I watch YouTube videos in the shower. How do you think I get to watch Ghost and Clover stuff? I watch it in the shower.
So what I need to do, and probably what we all need to do, is the screen side camera. We got to put something over that, because who knows who's hacked into the phone. Like, we got these little cameras everywhere. I'm sure that there are myriad people who can access that camera whenever the hell they want to. So yeah, like him.
He saw some things today, Jeff. He's not happy.
Hey, as long as
I wasn't happy.
As long as the check shows up, I really don't care.
Yeah.
$20 is $20.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just the best saying ever.
Yeah. So accurate. So anyhow,
just so you know, Jeff, the show started right on time.
Good. I'm happy to hear that, because when I finally logged in, like, it was just quiet, and I couldn't. I'm not even sure if you were on the screen, but I was like, "What's going on here?"
You were blank. I saw your little icon pop up, and you were blank, and I was like, "Well, Jeff's trying, but I don't know." And then you popped up, and I was like, "Oh, there he is."
I had to get myself not blurry. There we go. All right,
that's better.
Much. I zoomed in a little bit, so I try to make my head size similar to yours. That's what I'm going for.
Many have tried.
Yeah, I know. All right, so we dove right into TJ's happy hour. Have you made it?
So we can go back to whatever we're here. There you go.
Oh, we're on recent reviews?
Because you have a review. I wasn't going to do it because I was like, you have something.
I'm not ready. Hold on.
This is what happens.
I
You
know.
let TJ start
I know.
things. I went straight into TJ's happy hour. I talked about already the stuff. I showed him the Tifosi blue light blocker glasses. Look at that.
Oh,
See?
interesting.
Check those out. Nice.
You look very learned.
I feel smarter when I put them on.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wear them because they reflect the little light ring I have right here.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Mhm.
All right. So if I click present and share screen, and we'll go to, you know what? We're just going to go to the entire screen. Who cares?
Do it, Jeff.
I'm sharing the whole. Whatever. Yep. All right. Add
and
to
as soon as you
stream.
do, you're going to robot out.
Yep. About to lose Jeff.
Oh, there he goes. Yep.
Yeah.
You
I
want
thought
me
he
to
was
show
messing
the
with
screen?
the first.
No, he's you. There he goes.
What did he say?
He's
I think it'll
frozen.
pop up. Yeah, boy, isn't that the truth? Every year it
That
takes
is
longer, it
wild.
seems to. So, I can see a little connectivity meter, and it's like, come on! Every time I click something,
We can see it too because you almost freeze up with that same profile right there. It's like twins.
so what we need to do, what we need to do is someone else needs to open the article and
You
scroll,
want me to do it?
because when I try to do it,
All right, here. I'll
you
load
can
it
do
up.
the next one, which is just last week's
All right.
Tweaky Gear Report.
Do we have
And
another
I'm
one?
going to try something else. I'm going to shut my camera down while I'm doing this. That
Oh, there you go.
actually should help. Don't worry about it. I'll just
Well,
do
at
it
least we
sans
can't
camera,
see-
and hopefully
At least we can't
that
see
will
you,
work
robot.
because that could potentially,
Dude,
yeah.
I put this on my
Yeah,
own
so
computer
this
screen.
one from a guest author, Road Trip Essentials. You the big one?
I put it on my other
You
screen.
got my
and
cheesy
really,
grin and
you
living
really
color
look,
there?
You look a little rough. It looks like you've been road tripping. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's normal for me. Yeah.
That's my everyday look.
And I suspect that I was actually on my way south to Florida in that picture.
Oh, that's why
I
you're so
think.
happy.
Although I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look at where I got that picture from. But sure. And then the next one, that's like crossing a state line somewhere, I think. And 9 hours, 10 minutes, that was probably a trip to Florida too. So I think all
that
of
might
the
have been
pictures, because the guest author who said that one, I think that one was a trip to Virginia for the sleepy person in the car, but probably Florida, because the guest author provided the article, but didn't really provide any images, so I had to fill in some images. So there you go. It's got some good information about some stuff you can carry with you for stuff or just for comfort while you're traveling. So we don't do a lot of guest articles, really. I've actually got one that I thought I would have gotten published today, but it'll get published tomorrow. It's odd that we have two back to back. It's usually like one every other month or so, because it's got to be a good article. I mean, I get offered guest post articles 2-3 times a week, and I'll accept, one every month or two usually.
Well, your
writers, depending on if they're
your writers have been
articles,
slacking a little
value.
bit. So I mean,
there we go. This one, what I like about this one, I'm going to call this out. It actually calls out renting classic films at Blockbuster Video. Good luck with that.
That's awesome.
So
awesome.
I did wonder about the person who wrote this.
ChatGPT
A little bit.
ChatGPT
and I
called
could
it.
edit out the red box or something, but it's like, I'm leaving that. It could be. I don't know.
Blockbuster's making a
You can
comeback.
usually tell when ChatGPT writes something, and the format of this looked different. Yeah, the format of this looked markedly different than what I've seen on the AI generated articles. But anyhow, you can go see if there are any other Easter eggs in this if you like. I'm going to copy and up it in the chat in case anyone wants to go see if you can find anything else that you think may have been AI generated in that article. I don't know. Hard to say. And there are different AIs now, right? Isn't there was it Bard? Is that another one that's supposed to be
I have no idea.
like
You're
light
talking
years
AI
ahead
stuff.
of Chat GPT?
I mean, I'm
already?
still
Or
on low tech.
BTP,
I don't know how
whatever
to
the
use my
hell
new
it
phone.
is.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them out there, and
Yeah.
varying degrees of goodness.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, they're a little bit scary. I messed with them a little bit and was basically like, yeah, I don't know.
Eventually, Jeff.
So
will
the
be
other
like,
one
I
is
don't
your
need- I don't need
standard
writers
reminder
anymore. It's
that this
perfect.
program will be available after the program. I don't know, man. That stuff weirds me out when you read it.
Oh yeah.
And then you can come back a couple days later, type the question, it generates the exact same thing again. And I'm like, if I'm ever going to get a article that someone submitted and then go type what I believe would have been typed in it and be like, son of a bitch, that's the same article.
Yep.
So I don't know. I'm sure
Yeah.
it'll happen at some point. All right.
Maybe.
So anyhow, we do publish this podcast. We'll go up to the podcast servers after the program. I download the audio track and I clean it up a little bit. Take out the dead air, normalize the volume,
He mutes me a lot.
and push it to the Gear-Report.com website. And I've got a plug-in there that will push it out to an RSS feed that then gets picked up by all the different
Total gobbledygook.
places that we got a list here somewhere. So, there it is: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Pandora, iHeartRadio. There were more, but I got tired of typing,
We're on
so
Stitcher?
I was like, that's enough. That
Hell yeah, Stitcher.
People-
That's what I'm talking
people
about.
will get enough out of that. We're on Stitcher, bro. We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
Apparently, we
Yep.
are.
Yeah, I heard that Joe Rogan said something. About he finally felt like he was on the right platform because Gear Report's there on Spotify now. So
That's what I heard too.
I was
heard that
happy
too.
to have made his day because, whether you love him or hate him, I certainly don't agree with everything that Joe Rogan says, but the dude has come up with a format that engages people and brings out some discussion that don't seem to happen in our normal kind of mainstream media. So I do appreciate that at least he's pushing the narrative on the idea of discussing things.
I know.
And not just shutting everything down. All right, so those were the two published recently published. Oh, I can't. No, maybe you can. I
can't either.
I'm not going to go so far as to say I've been asked to stay away from the studio because, frankly, sometimes you're not supposed to talk about things, but I will say that I am not allowed to smoke a cigar in Joe Rogan's studio. We'll just leave it at that.
Yep. That's what I figured. That's how you get in the studio, Jeff, just so you know.
We are done with that screen. Is with
and
a
Jeff
cigar?
Is the icon. Well, cigar.
Is that what you're saying? Like you have to have a cigar? Is this? We're talking about Joe Rogan's studio, not like Bill Clinton's office, right?
Everybody gets to smoke stogies in there when they're talking to him. I was like, dude, look at that. If I could block this room off and put one of those air filters in here. That's what I'm talking about. That's next on the list, Jeff. I'll never leave this room.
An air filter?
I need an air filter. I one show I was smoking a cigar in the old studio. I had the window, I had a fan going. I put the towel under the door, and within 30 minutes they're like, dude, you smoking a cigar? I'm like, maybe. So,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And it was
is that what this
Which
is?
way was the fan going?
It was blowing out the window.
Which way was
But
the
it's
fan
just
going?
out the window.
You got to design a better system, man.
They have an actual filter for it. I need to get like Drew Estate or somebody to like sponsor me so I can do this stuff and do all the fun stuff.
Do it.
Like, hey guys,
Well, I think you're well on your way.
I know.
Just getting the word out
I
there.
mean, Mango
That's
Card
step
isn't
one.
doing crap for me, bastards. I drink that crap all the time, and nothing. It's frustrating. The only good thing to come out of California.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
That's all right. I'll live. I'll
Right.
keep drinking. I mean, what else am I going to do? I'm married.
Right.
Kids.
Okay, so let's see. Gizzard Gary Honcho Fett.
Mm-hmm.
Komar left went. So we appreciate everyone who has showed up to join us on the program this evening. Let's see, upcoming reviews.
Ooh.
I don't know what I'm going to publish. Same stories I keep saying over and over and over. I've got lots of different options.
No idea.
And seriously, I am pushing so many videos up on the different Gear Report channels that if you're subscribed to any of our channel, like our Gear Report, Camping Gear Report, Humvee Gear Report, I haven't put much. I need to shoot a for sale video for the Humvee. That's something that I'm putting off for some reason. I need to get out and do that. Swimming Gear Report. Oh, crap. I was supposed to finish a video today, and I forgot.
Poor Jeff.
But, yeah, that one's going to be, I'm actually waiting for another question. Every time I go to the pool and use these goggles with the heads-up display in them, I come home with another question that I want to answer before I shoot the video so that I can say things appropriate, and correctly in the video. And I'm waiting on them to get back to me, because it seemed to me when you do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, go, when it hits that go point, what should your time read if it's a timed thing? 3, 2, 1, go. What's on the clock? Exactly. They start at 1. And it just pisses me off. I'm like, I'm already in the hole here. Like, I'm swimming for time.
Well, it's funny. You have to go on
enough.
1.
Don't make me slower by taking.
They want you to go. They want you to go on. They want you to go on 1.
Yep.
Apparently, but that doesn't make any damn sense.
Or they're trying to make you go faster.
So anyhow, yeah. Oh,
yep. I already went over a bunch of stuff. I've got the.
Take more than goggles.
Yeah, I've got the duty coat stuff going on, and I went and shot that one the other day.
Nice.
I beat up the gun a bunch.
Yeah,
yeah, dude, those 8.6 rounds. They put a hurting on the brass deflector.
You feel it? Oh, did they?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Like, did it remove coating or did it remove metal?
It was going down to metal. So
okay.
If I didn't have the coating there, I guarantee it was taking chunks of metal out. But dude, suppressed, that thing was so freaking quiet. It was like people at the range were like, what are you shooting? I'm like, an 8. They're like, I showed them the bullet, and they're like, dear Lord, it's that quiet. It was like, choo, ding. They're just like,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a ball. They're like, did you build that thing? I'm like, I put it together.
Was the ding louder than the shot?
Yeah, dude, it destroyed that steel. It was so, like, the big divots in there. They were just like, don't mess up our steel. I went with Keith, my son-in-law, and he shot it. He had a ball. He was shooting his rifle. He shot the one of the bolts that held the strap together for the steel and dropped the steel. I was like, dude, come on. I was like, he's a member at the range. I was like, well, at least you're a member, not a guest who did it.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you do that? He goes, it's probably your bullets, because the projectiles, when they hit, you could see the spalling everywhere. And I hit the straps pretty good with that thing. So it was good, but it held up. I mean, I beat it around and we threw it around the field a little bit, but yeah, the old brass deflector, I don't think anything's going to stop that. It was like tink. It was hitting so bad. It was hitting so hard suppressed. I couldn't even like, where's the brass at? I'm like, I don't know. Space.
Well, that's interesting.
I didn't get to save any.
Sounds like
any of it.
maybe
I
you
couldn't
got it
find
over gas.
I know. I got to go back in and turn it down.
Really? That's terrible.
I know.
Yeah, you absolutely need to. That sounds way over gassed. Sounds like me.
That's what. Yeah. Well,
Way
Faction sent me
overgassed.
they sent me the barrel, the gas block. So I just, I put it all, everything they sent me, I put it on there, and it's not adjustable. So
Did the
It's
gas
not.
block they
I
sent
thought
you
it
have
wasn't.
the tube attached?
what's that?
The gas block they sent you, did it have the tube already connected, or did you have to?
Yeah, they sent the
do that?
tube, but it wasn't already connected. I had to put it together, but it wasn't adjustable, which I was like, well,
Yeah.
but I mean, 8.6 is, it's supposed to be shot suppressed. I mean, you don't shoot that unsuppressed. There's no reason to. It's like shooting 300 blackout unsuppressed. Why?
Yeah.
But dude,
Dumb.
super quiet suppressed.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
need to try it.
Yeah.
I need to build one out.
Yeah, it was so much fun. People were just like, boom, ding. I was like,
Nice.
and then I missed once, and I was like, what did I hit? Did I hit the? I might have hit the strap a little bit, and then Keith finished it off. But I'm just saying,
Whatever.
I'm blaming Keith for it. It's his fault.
No, all that matters is the last to touch it, right? That's all that matters.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should.
Whoever dropped it, he was shooting his
Yep.
rifle when he dropped it, so that's all that matters. He was shooting. He has he got a bolt action 300 blackout. He's got his suppressor on it, and dude, that thing's quiet too, and it's his pig hunting gun, and he was trying to sight it in. Also, the steel dropped. I was like, we're gonna get kicked out of here. He goes, no, I'm a member. We're all right. I was like, phew. But then they all busted his chop. They're like, dude, now we're down a plate today. It's all your fault. I was like, good job, Keith. But awesome.
That's pretty
But
weak.
yeah,
I mean, you
I know,
call
everybody
range
loved the
cold,
gun.
you go put a new strap on. That's a big deal. Yeah.
Oh no, he destroyed the bolt. He hit the bolt that held the straps together. Apparently they didn't have one. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It
that's
was,
even
Aries,
easier.
it was at the Aries training facility down here. I mean, I figured they would have had all that crap.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was busy, but it was like I said, everybody was like, dude, that gun's sexy as
In
hell.
their
I'm like,
defense, at a
it
public
is.
range,
yeah, pretty much.
I said at a public range. It sounds like that's a private range, but they have
It's-
who knows who's going to be
People
there.
can get in there. People can
So
get in there.
in their defense, even if they call range cold, my ass ain't walking down range
Oh no, I let
Nope.
that.
unless everyone's walking with
the
them.
RSO started going down
Like
first.
I
and
would
his
not
brake
be the
chirped.
one carrying the bolt saying,
They ran it pretty good. They ran
Yeah.
like, hey, open the bolt, put your gun down, drop the mag, open the bolt. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Well, he went down and checked every gun, and then all right,
Right.
everybody step back, and then he cleared them all, and then he walked out there, and everybody could walk out and change their targets and stuff. And I was like, okay.
Right. Dude, that's why I like only shooting in private places, man.
I know.
It's
I
me
agree.
and
nice.
my people.
I agree. I mean, I had heard a couple of the ricochets off the steel, and I was like looking around, like, all right, where's that thing going?
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, there's a public range, a commercial range near me that I know a bunch of people that have gone to once, but no one seems to have a story of their second visit. Right? It's a lot of people have been there one time.
dude, Carolina. when I was up in Carolina, we had public ranges everywhere, and it was just a covered area with a bunch of benches, and then you just walked out and did whatever you want. So it was you could walk up there and people are shooting shotguns, they're shooting rifles, pistols, whatever, and then just like, hey, everybody good, cold range, all right, and they'd walk out there and change their targets. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm doing that. So, but they're everywhere, all the public little places up in Carolina. I just
Yeah.
went out back and shot. I lived in the woods.
That's what I like. I hate going to an organized range because I don't trust most of the people.
Yep.
It's like going into a gun store. Same thing. Like I don't even want to go in because whatever they tell me, I'm probably not going to believe them anyway. And then I'm going to have to deal with a bunch of ignorant customers saying
You walk in the gun
stupid
store and say, you just walk in the gun store and say, I know more than you. and then just like, okay, it's
I don't even want to sound like that, because it sounds really like arrogant to say that. And I'm not saying that, but
I don't
like
say
I
that,
have
but
been,
they all assume it. They're like, "What's up, TJ?" I'm like, "What's going on, guys? What
I've
are you picking up
literally
today?"
been in a gun store and heard people talking about a make and model of firearm where I know the person who designed and built the firearm. I've had discussions with them about the specific thing that the people were talking about, and they're talking with
Yay.
authority about it. And I'm like, oh, that is so wrong. But
Yeah.
like, if I said,
Not worth it.
like,
Not worth it.
I know the
Not worth it.
person who made this. I've had this discussion. I sat at a bar for an hour and a half one evening at SHOT talking to this person. I know for a fact what you said is 180 degrees from accurate, and you really shouldn't say that. Like they'd be like, "Who the fuck are you?" And they, would you leave, please? And it's like you said, it's not worth it. So and that's the specific things. The less specific things are, when you're standing there and the woman walks up to the counter and, hey, I'd like to get a concealed carry pistol. Oh, here, let me hand you this Airweight 357 revolver. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you people?
They go for the
Stop
380s
giving
right off the
women
bat.
revolvers. Yeah, stop giving women revolvers that are like hard to shoot. Give them something. At least we've got like the new Smith & Wesson's got the easy line of pistols that are easier to rack and slide, that kind of thing. That
it has that one.
I feel like much better options, but yeah. So anyhow,
380 is the first timer concealed carry for women.
What?
380. I'm bringing it back. I'm starting a new thing. It's
That's
380.
stupid.
I can't say 380 because you'll bust 380. You'll bust my chops. 380 is,
That's something different.
Yep.
That's something
380 is the stupid
Really good.
version of 380. And 380 is already stupid, so it's like stupid
380 is the hip version of 380.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
My man.
Throw in some 380.
God forbid I ever get a 380. If I ever get a 380 in for review, it'll be 380. I'll say the whole thing 380. Jeff will be like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" Because then he won't publish it if I say.
So I'll tell you what I'll do though.
What?
No, I'm going to tell you how this is going to go down. Okay, I'm going to take whatever your title is. I'm going to put it in Bard, which is supposed to be better than Chat GPT or G whatever it is.
Okay,
I'm going to put it in there, and whatever it gives me, I'm going to publish that.
Oh Jesus!
Because
Awesome.
it's got to be better than anything that has 3 in it.
It's 380.
Yeah,
that's what I just tell you. Jeff will be like, "What caliber is in it?" I was like, "I'll be like 380." He'll be like, "You say 380?" I said, "No, 380." I won't say 380. I'll say 380.
I like it. I support it 100%.
Yep. I just sent different comments, so we're going to go.
Oh goodness. See what happens. I take off a week.
I want to hit a button. I want to hit a button here, but I'm looking at the signal meter, and if I hit the button, it's not going to work, right?
Right.
So when the signal comes back, I'm going to hit the button. But for now, I'm like in limbo. Oh, it says the signal's back. Hold on.
I'm just keeping me for. Oh no.
Time for everyone's favorite portion of the program. We call it Guitar-mageddon. Yeah, so I've learned
everybody's
to back up
excited
to the microphone when I say that so that I don't like shatter people's eardrums. Look at the sexy beast back here. I mean, behind me, not. Never mind. So
I can't stop.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. He dumped us off the screen.
I did. Yeah. It's bad enough I got to listen to you. I don't want to have to look at you at the same time. Plus, I really wanted to full screen. So,
damn.
Yeah. So
that's effed up, dude.
The reason
I'm just saying
this. The
why? So you could robot in front of us.
If anyone wants to get started playing guitar, this is what I'm going to tell them to get. It is from the Fender company, which is one of the iconic American guitar manufacturers. Their Asian-made subsidiary they call Squier by Fender. It's the new Squier Sonic series, and they call this the Mustang. And it is just a basic guitar that actually plays really nice and sounds really good. And it has got some things about it that make it a little easier to play. So the reason I'm so excited about this, all right, the reason I'm so excited about it is not just that it's actually a good guitar for super cheap. I'm mostly excited because this Amazon program I'm in where I post videos, I think these are going to sell like hotcakes. Over the next year or two, I think they're going to sell bazillions of these. And I'm the only person who has videos up on this model so far. And that excites me. So
Bazillions.
And I actually,
that's a lot of guitars.
I came
I'm just
really
saying.
close. It showed up yesterday. I shot and edited and uploaded 5 videos. And today I listed it for sale because I actually really like it. I like some things about it. It plays nice. There's some things I'm not a huge fan of. It's like really thin and the body's all squared off. It doesn't have, they call it comfort cuts, like where the side of the guitar comes up against the body. It pushes against my fat in a weird way because it doesn't have the little cut there where they cut away from the body.
It's not dad bod cut.
Right. It doesn't have the dad bod cut. I think I'm going to start calling it that now. Instead of a comfort cut, I'm going to call it the dad bod cut. Yeah. So it's missing the 2 different dad bod cuts, which bugs me.
Geez.
But it plays nice. It's super cheap. And I think that it's going to generate me some pretty good revenue through that Amazon program where I post the videos. But they've got like 6 or 7 different models. And my plan, like I came real close today to ordering another one of the different models in this series. So I could be the first one to get a video up on that as well. And I didn't, but I may do that before the night's over. I may place that order.
I'm putting a video up on
I should have done it earlier. You're doing what?
I'm going to put a video up on it. Just kidding. I know nothing about guitars. They look cool. They sound awesome.
That doesn't stop me.
You know more than me. You can actually play. Kind of.
Play a little bit. I'm getting better. Better. So in all seriousness, if you go up to the Guitars Gear Report channel, you'll see I posted a video that has, I think it's almost 5 minutes long, and it's probably got 2.5 minutes of me playing. And that is the absolute most I've ever played, like for public consumption. And unfortunately, something about the way I had my audio set up, it didn't capture the audio the way I wanted it to. It sounds kind of tinny and thin, and I'm super pissed because I was trying to get fancy, and I did a 2-camera setup. So I had this camera right here with me sitting on my stool back here. And then I set up another camera down low, like pointing right at the body of the guitar. So whenever I do something with the picking hand or move the switches or knobs that are down there, I can zoom in on that camera. It was really cool. But I think adding the second camera overwrote one of my audio channels, and it overwrote the channel that was coming in with the guitar signal. So all I had is what the vocal mic picked up, and that didn't sound as good as it should have. So I'm super pissed about that.
I would be pissed too.
But
you put in the work, played,
because I actually sounded
and recorded it.
I sounded okay. Like for all this time I've been doing this, and I've sounded terrible. And then I was actually playing. Oh, it sounded good. Listen back while I'm editing, and I'm like, you got me. It sounds like how I actually sounded a year ago, but I actually sounded way better. But on a positive note, people will complain in the video, like, what is this jackass doing playing? Like, he is not remotely good enough to be playing. Listen to how terrible that sounds.
Right.
You know why I like that? Because I'm gonna I'm going to fight with them in the comments. I'm going to see if I can get them fired up and drive the hell out of that YouTube algorithm. And,
There
you
you
know,
go.
because all interaction
Get the engagement.
drives the algorithm.
Yeah,
There you
engagement's
go.
engagement, man.
Oh, yeah.
No such thing as bad publicity, right?
On OnlyFans.
In YouTube. In YouTube.
Okay.
I'm not talking about getting
Yeah.
canceled. I'm talking about just maybe playing city guitar and hearing people rag on you. Cool. Every negative comment they make, every piece of shit they talk, that's 5 more pennies. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Keep them coming. That's awesome.
Yep. I haven't done that in a while, but there was a period when I'd been posting a bunch of comment in the channel. One of the channels was starting to build a little momentum, and people may say the most ignorant stuff, and I really didn't
Jeff
care
get all
what they
fired
said
up.
at all. Like, it seemed like I was really upset, but I am just sitting there strategically going, come on, what can I say that will make them reply? I don't even care what they say. Doesn't matter to me even a little bit. I just want the engagement. I want them to reply so then I can reply. And how can I bait some other people to jump in and say things, you know? And I feel bad about that because, I mean, I've said before that everyone who attempts to build a presence online and have like a channel that is actually viable turns into an attention whore at some point. You have to, because you know, without reach, what are you doing? You're sitting there talking to yourself. So I try to not let it bring out the worst in me, but you know.
Do it, Jeff.
Yeah. So anyhow, we'll have to see what happens. I had a guy was going to me for that guitar. Damn, I just got a note like 10 minutes ago from him that says, hey man, something came up. I can't come out tomorrow. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but I'm going to trade the guy for something else that I can do a review on and push it up on Amazon and push it up on the Guitar Gear Report channel. Plus maybe make some money
And
on
more
it.
clicks.
Wheeling and dealing.
I know. That's what it's all about, is just keep flipping stuff so I can do more reviews. You know,
there you
get
go.
it, review it, sell it,
I like
take the
it.
money, buy something else,
Yep.
do a review on it, just keep churning. It's all about the churn. Yeah.
It's all about the Killian says it's all about the grind when he's playing video games. He goes, the grind is real. I'm like, apparently the grind is real, but
games.
my grind is my grind is working. So my grind is real. Your grind is not.
So my son,
oh geez,
he is headed off. He has graduated the university transfer program at the community college, which saved him probably $45,000, maybe $50,000 on his 4-year bachelor's degree, right? So I'm super thrilled that he took that approach. And the way all the financial aid stuff worked out, I think he actually made money his first 2 years, right? So
awesome.
now he's transferring to a university that's a half hour from us. And I was looking through the housing stuff. He had some questions. He couldn't find the answer. I was looking to see if I could find the answer. And I stumble across a page about their video gaming. No, it was gaming. It was called Esports and Gaming. They have a dorm set up just for that. Like they have a gaming room with like 60 dedicated PCs and a bunch of consoles. And it is for these students to game, and they can game like up to 60 hours a week. And I'm like, since when do we give people degrees for playing fucking video games?
People make a
esports,
shite ton of money playing video games, dude. It's crazy.
Brother.
Yep.
I believe that they have like college esports teams now.
Yep.
And
Yep.
as a former college athlete, as the father of someone who will be a college athlete in a month and a half, I'm offended, deeply offended, like very, very
real.
offended.
It's real. It's real.
You say it's real. It's virtual.
Sure. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, understand, we're talking during Pride Month. where there are a whole variety of things that people say are real, but it
Here we
lives
are.
between people's ears. Yeah.
So I saw some stupid Facebook meme that was going around that had some attractive young lady and her reading things that, hey, I'm a model on Instagram, and the dude responds back is, oh, that's awesome, I'm a soldier on Call of Duty.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Right.
I've seen that one. I saw that one. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, it's a weird place we live, man. It's a very weird place we live.
It's a digitally driven.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah,
kids can make all kinds of money doing shit. I mean, between the the porn stuff and then all the video game stuff, it's like you don't have to leave your house anymore.
I barely leave my house anyway.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
We all wonder what you do over there, Jeff.
I
leave
got
my house.
cameras all over my office.
I leave my house every day. I gotta get away from Crystal. Love her. wherever she's at. I'm in the wide open now. I don't have a closed room anymore. So there's it's open to the living room over there. The kitchen opening's over there. She could bust through the sliding glass door behind me. I don't know.
Yeah.
If she's watching, I haven't seen a yo. I'm gonna have to go have a chat.
Yeah.
Like, I don't ask much. Give us a yo. Or 3, preferably, but
Well, yeah, definitely.
I'm texting her right now.
All right. So, see, what else shall we talk about? Last week's show, I think after editing, came out at like 19 minutes. So it was one of the more efficient programs we've had. I mean, we're almost an hour at this point.
I know, dude.
So
I rambled.
Just went out.
And I rambled for the first like 15 minutes or whenever you showed up with your.
All right, I'm gonna put
medical
Mr.
issue.
Komar on the spot. I'm gonna put Mr. Komar on the spot.
God.
Can you get us up to speed on the latest Ghost Gunner developments? There's something big just happened there.
Oh yes.
I mean, not the drama. I'm talking about the other thing, like the big product announcement thing. Not
Shots
all
fired.
the drama.
Yeah. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah.
No, I get
Yeah.
that. There's actually 3 things. There's there's the drama. There's something else that I thought you were talking about, and I was like, I can't. But no, yeah, the G0, the 0% pistol. Yeah. That is one of the more exciting things I've seen in a long time. Milling out some 80s is cool, but you need an 80, right? You need something that the uneducated person could look at and not be able to tell the difference between an 80% AR receiver and a completed script loader receiver, right? There's a couple pockets and holes, cool. So you need a unique piece of material to start with. So that can be defined and regulated, right? So that's a thing, right? So that's cool. Then a while back, they came out, and I don't mean any disrespect. I'm not trying to talk any smack, but they came out what they called the 0% AR. But at least at its release, you still needed specific components, right? You needed something. You needed a component that is only useful for one thing. But the 0% pistol that they released, you can 3D print the grip module, right? That would be kind of the thing that looks the most like a firearm, right? It's got a grip and the bottom of the slide, cool. And then just from a piece of bar stock, you can mill out what becomes the fire control unit, which is what holds the fire control group and all the good stuff, and then purchase a slide, and there you go. So I feel like that there became even closer to what we need, because milling out a slide can also happen. So it really brings you to the point where regulation begins to become impossible. I
So
mean, are you going to block bar stock? Like you
right.
can't have a rectangular piece of metal
Well,
because eventually it could become a firearm.
I'm wondering how long it is until we get to the point where you can 3D print a barrel assembly. You know, I mean, to be able to handle chamber pressure, to have a
Yeah.
suitable surface on the inside of a barrel, these I think are big hurdles, but
They've 3D printed some suppressors already, so we know that can happen.
they've been doing that
so-
for years too.
I know.
Yeah.
So I mean, we got to be close.
Yeah.
You get the right material.
I don't have the specifics, but I believe that in the here and the now, a 3D printed barrel is possible and it can handle the pressures, but
Wow.
it's ungodly expensive, right?
Yeah.
Ungodly expensive, but expensive plus time equals cost effective, right? You know, that's just how it works. So give it time, and technologies change and develop and mature,
Sure.
and struggle. And then now the you get to the point where the expensive additive manufacturing is the stuff that is a step beyond doing barrels. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, definitely
I mean, you would think
One of my
be able to do. I mean,
local,
we did the 3D printed rockets that did well. I mean, if we can do a 3D printed rocket and jet engine,
Yep.
a barrel should be like, whatever, we're good.
Yeah.
throw enough money at it.
Well, and I think that
Come on, Elon, let's
when
go.
we think about a barrel and we think about chamber pressure, we're thinking about a mass on the outside of the chamber, you know, the reinforcing area around the chamber and around the barrel that are similar to what we have in current technology. And I would pretty much guarantee that you could 3D print something with, you know, consumer grade technology that, you know, your chamber wall may not be 1/8 of an inch thick. It may be 4 inches thick, but it would hold the pressure for a couple shots. I believe that has got to be
So all I need is a couple
doable.
shots.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's up,
So,
Ghost? With the backwards always.
yeah, Chris,
Always.
Chris, our local gun writer here that does Gear Report stuff, and he was one of the first. He was one of the first gun writers at Gear Report, and he's doing 3D printing stuff now. And we posted the Creality K1 video recently, several videos of that brand new, crazy fast 3D printing machine. And then this past weekend, he disappeared. Like he was like, "Oh yeah, I got this resin printer," and he's got a new printer. So he's got a resin printer now. He's got a new one coming in. Excuse me.
Whoa, bless you.
It prints on a conveyor belt. So the limits of your work surface are width and height, but what would the other one be? Is that the Z axis, the Y axis? I can't remember which is which. The
Z
one
is
that
height.
goes, okay, that one.
Generally.
It's basically like, I don't want to say infinite because that's, you know, people would go crazy with that. But you could easily print something a couple feet long if you set it up right. And I'm like, man, that's kind of neat. Or I think what he's looking to do is queue up prints on it so that it prints one, and then when it increments it forward to open up space, it'll like dump the done print off the front of the conveyor belt, so he can just set it up with the, you know, the tedious part of taking stuff off the conveyor belt's gone, and he can just say, okay, go. And as long as it's full and has power, then it'll keep going. That's kind of exciting.
That is.
Yeah. To me, at least. So
that's exciting right there. I know, Ghost.
I mean, yeah, she said it.
Yep.
Didn't mean it, but she said it.
Well,
you tell someone who's never heard it before, is he thought that was funny. Like, funny? What? It's just something women say, you know?
I know. Their depth perception is way off.
Yeah. All right. So I am not going this weekend to the Train the Trainer course that the Riker USA and a couple.
You're not going to make it.
No, it's the down by Wilmington at a pretty cool facility there. They've got such a cool agenda for stuff going on, and Ron at Riker was nice enough to say, "Hey, if you want to come, do it." And my youngest, that is also going off to college in a couple months, is kind of freaking out about it and has like orientation type thing this weekend. So I think we're gonna accompany on that trip.
That's important though. That's a good one
to help calm the nerves a little bit.
Yeah, I remember getting dropped off at Western the first year, and after that, I was like, "See ya."
Yeah,
figure out how to get there. Like, okay. The other 7 years.
Yeah. Well, I remember one of those years.
I was there a while.
One of those years you showed up with a freaking car that I heard when you pulled in. I was like, oh my God, someone just pulled up in a race car.
The 71 Mach 1.
My goodness. Yes.
I missed that car.
That thing sounded so amazing. Yep. Yeah. So
back then it cost me like $40 in gas.
Yeah.
At 8 miles a gallon.
Most people don't realize that that we've known each other that long.
I know, God, it's forever.
Or that one of my first cars that I owned was that car. So yeah, and we still talk. They say never buy a car from a friend. Never buy anything big. Don't do any big financial transactions with friends because you will ruin your friendship. And this is proof that you can survive.
You can
doing financial transactions with friends, because all these years later, I'm not even upset because it was a freaking awesome car.
Dude,
it was a big piece of shit too, but oh my God, it was the most awesome big piece of shit
awesome.
you've ever seen.
I couldn't keep the freaking thing running. I'd change out car, change out gas tanks.
That's awesome,
Jeff.
That is awesome.
Why?
I wasn't texting Snob. I don't know what you're talking about. Wasn't doing nothing.
A little bit.
A little bit. I still haven't seen a Yo's from Crystal yet. I'm still pissed about that. Oh, look at that.
Sapphire.
That's what I was looking at.
Look at that.
You've got to be kidding me.
Look at that.
No way.
It has been going on, sir. Gear-Report.
That is
Gear-Report
freaking me out.
Freaking night.
That is freaking me out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so people don't know. Back when TJ had that amazing car that he somehow convinced me to buy, we were spending a lot of
twisted your
time
arm
with a certain Ronald Wayne Phillips, and there was a lot of beer discussed back in the day. Back when we all lived in the fraternity house. So, oh my goodness, yeah,
I had to do it for ton.
Have we had a Wayne Phillips sighting on this program before?
No.
I'm not sure we have. This is a monumental occasion.
It is. It deserves a toast.
All right. And Mystic here too.
Oh my gosh.
It is a veritable who's who showing up in the comments this evening.
I haven't heard from her in forever.
Yeah. What? And another one. Oh, sorry. You put it on the screen and then I click.
I'll let you take control. You
Okay,
do the screen. That's fine. I'll just sit here and look pretty.
I'm not even sure what that means.
Dude, Weasel.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, and one of my minions is here as well.
Nice.
Boo.
Yep.
Oh, I miss you. Yeah. Of course I miss you.
As far as she knows.
As far as she knows. Shh.
Yeah. Yep.
I already talked Snob. We're good.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So I don't think I've told everyone. I know TJ, I told you the story, and stop me if I've mentioned this on the program before.
All right.
But y'all may recall about a month and a half ago, we had a long discussion about what are all of the like public facing signs that a household contains swingers, right?
Yes.
It was one of our most popular
We
programs.
talked about
Yeah,
that.
we had a blast.
We didn't talk about that
You and I talked about it. Did we talk about it offline or did we talk about on the show?
on the show.
No, I mean, we talked about that on the show, but the follow up when someone showed up at the house and was looking at some of the stuff out front.
Yes. You told me, you called me when I was talking to you.
Right. I told you that privately. I don't think we talked about this in public. I'm going to go ahead and say we've got pineapples all over the place.
Look, Ghost shows up. You hear swingers. He's here.
I know.
What's up? All right, Ghost. All right, listen to the story, Ghost.
We got pineapples. We got pineapple right by the door, and then the two porch lights are pineapple shaped, and there's pineapples on the end of the brick fence out by the road, and there's like a little lit up pineapple in the flower bed, and then we've got little gnomes in a couple different places because gnomes are freaking awesome.
Apparently.
You know? So
wait, was gnomes a thing?
Yep.
I knew about the pineapple. Gnomes is a thing.
Gnomes is a thing. Right side of pineapples is not a thing. But when you have so many of them, that's what I noticed. I'm standing on the front porch, and I normally when I sell anything, I don't have people come to the house. But for whatever reason, scheduling wise, I couldn't go. I normally go somewhere else. I'll meet people at the police station or at a shopping center. There's a park nearby, and I'll say, "Yeah, here, meet me there at whatever time." And some sort of public place, because people don't need to know where I live or see my stuff or whatever. So these people show up, and he was buying a guitar, and I thought he sounded like maybe he wanted to get some other stuff. So I was like, all right, I'll just have him come to the house, so then I can go up to the studio and grab other stuff if he wants to buy it. And so we're standing there talking, and I noticed the guy looking around. He's looking at the pineapple sign. It's the pineapple, and it says "Welcome" under it, right? And it's right by the doorbell.
No way.
He looks at that, and I see him turn around and look at the lit up pineapple out in the flower bed, and the gnome. And I see him look the other way at the other gnome.
I was dead.
And then I see him look up at the two porch lights that are shaped like pineapples. And I said, "Bro, I know what you're thinking. We're not swingers. We just like pineapples." And he just paused like, did he just say that? Because I was just very matter of fact about it. It's like, you know what, this is going to be awkward. So I'm just going to go.
The worst part is I could see you saying that like, dude, I'm not a swinger. Love pineapples.
So, and actually, come to think of it, the way I worded it was, I got a laser printer up in my office, and I'm going to make a sign to put out here that says, "Not swingers, just like pineapples."
I'm going to get you. I'm just going to buy you some new porch lights.
And his wife was, no, that's okay. And listen, if I wanted upside down pineapples, I could have mounted the current lights upside down. I chose not to do that on purpose. All of the pineapples we have could be upside down if we wanted them to, except the ones on the end of the fence. That's a brick fence that comes out on either side. And those, you couldn't put them upside down.
That's just a gateway pineapple.
A gateway pineapple. Okay. So anyhow, it really has had me wondering when I was unaware of that. Like 2 months ago, before that discussion on this program where I was educated in all the different signs that people in a house are swingers, I'd have seen him looking around and would have been like, what the hell is this guy looking at? But I would have been clueless. And yeah. It does. It does. But and I was just like, I'm just gonna hit this head on. I'm not gonna try to be coy about it and act like I don't know what it is. I'm like, it could get exponentially more awkward if I try to act like I'm trying to use code words or something. So like, nope, we're just gonna hit this head on and dive right into it.
Good thing you took the loofahs off the Humvee.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh, that was so funny. You told me that, I was dead. I was like, God, I could see people walking up like, ooh, look, pineapples. Ooh, look, more pineapples. Ooh, look, gnomes. they're good to go.
I'm angry. The pineapples, I don't care about. You know, and another theme within the decorating in our house at one point was owls, pineapples and owls. I have no idea why. They just kind of, it's kind of one of those things where things will build momentum and you don't necessarily understand why.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, oh, yeah, do you know anyone who collects stuff? And it's like, why do they collect that? You
Listen,
ask them, half the time they're like, I don't even know. But I had one, and then people saw it, and then other people get them for me, and next thing you know, I collect these things. But it wasn't intentional.
You've met Crystal and her flamingo fetish, right? We have flamingos
That's
everywhere.
another one, and that's another
we have a flamingo like gourd figurine right at the front of the house.
Yeah. So I was watching back to a reference back to Guitarmageddon this evening. We were talking about the Squire Sonic Mustang was that particular guitar, and I found there are very few videos on YouTube for it because it's so new. One of them that I found was a guy, his channel's like Electric Flamingo or something like that. He's got flamingo branding everywhere. And I'm watching this thing 6 seconds rather into watching this video. I'm like, good Lord, this guy's like, if he isn't a swinger, then this is a waste of channel branding, So
I agree.
I left a comment about
what color
he was talking about how he had just rebranded, like a soft rebrand, like he kept the same name, but
not
he
a hard
did.
rebrand.
I know, yeah. So, but he came up with a new logo and all new merch and everything, and I sent him I left a comment something like, swinger branding, bold move, and he responded with,
"That's so funny."
He literally answered back like a minute and a half later, like, hey, gotta let the moms know where to go. It's like, wow, okay, so he's owning it.
Wow.
Maybe it was on purpose. I don't know.
It's probably a whole new market. like he's like, listen, normal people don't do this. Swingers, they're few and far between, so they're up for anything.
Yeah. Is there loyalty in that population?
I would assume there had to be loyalty in that population.
You would think. Maybe that's a good target audience to market stuff to. I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm waiting on Snob to weigh in on this. I don't know why even.
I haven't heard.
Somehow, yeah, I know. I've heard. That's why. I do know why. I wasn't going to say it. I've heard things, man.
Mystic Guns, come on.
Yeah.
What's going on? God, I've got to make more room on my desk. I'm out of space with empty beer cans. I had a long day at work. I told everybody, you missed it. I showed up right from work. I had like 5 minutes left. I got on. We've got guests over here. Crystal's out front drinking. I got all the lighting right, and I got here, and I called you because we had a minute left. I was like, oh, Jeff's not here. Like, what's going on, buddy?
I know. And I thought it was funny that you had a little bit of panic in your voice when you called.
I did.
Like 1 minute before showtime. Where are you? What are you doing?
You're like, I'll be ready in a minute. I was like, that's all we have left. He was like,
Yep.
I was like, do you want me to start showing? He goes, yes, please.
Yes. What are you doing? I was like,
yeah.
He knows that I'll say what I'm doing.
I know. I knew what you were doing. But like I said, it didn't sound like you were washing. Just saying. I'm in the shower. I'm in the shower rinsing off.
Yep. I was frantically trying to squirt poison ivy crap off of me.
Yeah, poison ivy, whatever.
I was just watching it. Stop.
Yeah.
I was washing my hands.
The poison ivy, I said.
Mom, shut the door.
Shot fired.
Yeah. Yep. Everyone dating themselves here. But that's okay. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about
Crystal's the one she's the one who's half a century.
Whatever.
Oh, wait, I'm over half a century. My bad.
Yeah. Komar, I don't want to say out loud what we're talking about unless you say it's okay. You sent me something, but we didn't talk
Do
about
it.
it on air. We talked about it after. Is that something that I can
Do it.
show people? Oh, it's one of the
100%.
coolest things.
100%.
Stand by. Let me see if I have pants on.
Let's see if I have pants on.
Yeah. So this I thought was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It looked neat in pictures and on their website. I don't know. This is not sponsored in any way by Airbod, but it's like a little inflatable person.
So it's my father-in-law, and I've got about 40 of them all around the globe right now, and it's going to be a Christmas present. And I hope he's not watching this episode because that would suck. But
Yeah.
I don't think he is. He's old. He goes to bed early, and yeah, he there's about 40 from around the globe, and I'm getting pictures of them everywhere. And that being the case, it's going to be a calendar, and yeah, the idea initially was it was just going to be a regular 12-month calendar with a collage and a few pictures per month for 2024. But with the number of them I have out there and with everything going on, there's the possibility that I may drop the cash for a 365 I'll peel off a page a day
different
calendar.
picture per day. Wow.
Like you've seen the album already. I mean,
yeah, there's lots of
I'm
cool
more than 10% of the way there, I feel like. So whatever. Or the other thing I may do is just do the regular 12-month calendar for 2024, but then at that point he knows about it. And then we do the Instagram and just bring little John to life.
Yeah. So here's an idea. While we're live,
Yeah.
I'm going to go full screen. Do you want to get a screen grab of this?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You get a screen grab right now with both of us on here, and then let me make. I'm going to get rid of the Crystal comment there just to make this bigger. No offense to Crystal, but her comment was taking up screen space.
Got it.
All right. And then here, I'm going to make me bigger, and you can grab that one.
Boom. 1 second. Hold on. Come on. No. I'm sorry. Boom. And I got it. Boom.
Right.
Perfect.
Nice. Yeah, I took pictures of little John here in the studio as if he was the running the podcast, and various other places around the house. I'm gonna have to come up with some other ideas. Maybe I'll remember to take him as I travel around.
Dude, everywhere, anywhere.
Definitely.
He's going to Burning Man. I got a guy bringing him in an OG Volkswagen bus from St. Pete, Florida.
No other way to travel
up to Burning Man. So apparently, the dude does it over several weeks and stops places and does all kind of things. So he definitely has at least one. I may wind up getting him a second one. So we'll see that.
Yeah. Anyhow, those. So what I wanted to say about those was they look so much better than I was expecting. Like the quality of the print. I mean, it looks like you sent a pretty clear picture in, but it was trimmed down and put on there, printed in a way that looks so much better than I expected.
It's good. Did you see the one that I have with the Comar Enterprises logo?
Yeah.
He's wearing a Comar Enterprises shirt. It's awesome. It is awesome.
Yeah, that's good. Did you get one with Vandalay Enterprises on it?
Not yet.
Or it's Industry, isn't it? Vandalay Industries. I can't remember.
Maybe.
Not yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was pretty cool. It gave me some ideas on other stuff to do with it, and
nice.
I don't know anything about the brand, not sponsored or anything, but that was just really cool.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. So, all right, so I added the screenshots to the gallery.
Nice. Oh, Norm is checking out. Good to see you. Great show. I love it when people with low expectations show up and watch the program. It is so much better. Oh, that's funny. My phone just beeped that there are new photos in the Project Little John album.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is
Every
baller.
Thursday we have a show. It's fantastic. So you guys had a rare crystal sighting?
Not my boots.
She had to bring me beer. I was out of beer.
Oh my goodness. I'm looking at some of the other pictures in the album right now. I can't put that one on screen.
Is that the one with the 4 dudes?
Hold on. I closed it. I was like, if I keep looking, I'm gonna like ignore the program.
Yeah, there's a few that can't go on screen.
Yeah, maybe the patrol people.
Okay, the patrol. All right, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. Don't know if we want to do that one.
Listen, you can
there
put
they
on,
are.
You can put on screen whatever you want, Jeff.
I know.
Just depends on whether
whether
you get demonetized or not.
Right there in the program, in the live broadcast. That's pretty awesome. All right. So anyhow, that was fun. I appreciate being included in that. That was fun.
Absolutely.
And my wife was like, "You're doing what with what?"
Look,
with the Little John.
He invited me back.
Good. Yeah. Damn, Crystal, you're looking hot tonight.
Isn't she looking hot tonight?
She is.
I know. We need to end the show. enough of those loofah things. I'm out of here.
Shot fired.
You did say you have guests there, huh? So
I do have guests, but they can leave too.
That
It's my
explains
house.
why. That explains why I was not invited. It's that kind of party.
Yeah.
It's okay. I've seen all the flamingos and I didn't know what it meant. So it's on
Everybody
me.
knows now.
Yep.
People stop in the yard all the time because of the flamingos. I'm like, no. Unless they're hot, then I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. All right.
I'm so shallow. God.
Yeah, whatever.
I know. It's all looks based.
Yeah.
Justin.
Who likes flamingos? Who doesn't
Crystal
like
likes flamingos. That's Justin.
Yeah.
He's up front. So at least he's here. That's
awesome. Yeah. All right. What is going on in the private chat here? Oh, the link.
The link.
Yeah.
I looked at the link.
Yeah. I did pictures with the little John in the Humvee.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
To what looks like throwing some throwing hatchets, tomahawks at the little John on the little tire swing in the backyard. In the studio here at Gear Report, coming out of a guitar case. I did all kind of cool stuff. I got to think of some new things. So little John may, if I remember, make the trip up to do a college freshman pre-orientation trip this weekend. Who knows? I don't expect there to be any wild and crazy parties because no one's spending the night, and I'm too old to get into them anyway. So that would, as far as you guys know, there are no like parole violations or restraining orders or anything in place that would prevent me from going. But I think I would make people so uncomfortable. Maybe that's a reason to go, though.
I still remember my first day at Western.
Yeah.
It was epic.
Hmm.
And then it got better every day after that.
And that's what worries me.
It's still getting better.
Yeah.
Every day I wake up, it's a good day. Come on now.
Well, that's a good point. Yep. All right. Last call for any discussion topics, comments, anything like that. Get them in quick or you will miss the opportunity because
yes, you will.
We are going to bail from this fiesta here shortly as soon as we're sure we don't have anything else to talk about.
Flamingo and pineapple fiesta we have going on.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. But anyhow, I felt like the person who recognized all the stuff and I could see them adding up all the different things. Like, should I say something?
It is.
I could see.
You should be thankful we had that conversation on show because you'd have been like, looking around like, what are you looking at, buddy? And he'd be like, hey, what do you got upstairs? Look, you want me to show you? I'm like, all right, let's go upstairs.
Well, and that
Jeff
couple,
would have been like showed up at the traumatized the next show. Like, yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
I don't have people come to the house when they're buying stuff.
Right.
If I don't know them, they don't come to the house at all usually. And if I know them, maybe they can come to the house, but they're not coming in the house. Let alone, the studio is not in an area that's easily accessible. So, guitar people, I've had people like, oh, you want to see that? Hang on, I'll go get it. And it's like they're going to follow me in the house. I'm like, sorry, you wait outside. I'm going to shut the door.
But we saw the
I'll be back in
pineapples.
about a minute. Yep. Don't go anywhere. I will be back. And I've had people look at me like, what do you mean I don't get to come in? Like, I don't know you, dude.
We saw the pineapples, dude. Come on.
Yep.
So now you know.
Yep.
We could have saved part of your body, but whatever.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. But
but I'm not asking.
Yeah, I saved myself. I mean, I didn't need saving. I derailed that train before it got any momentum. Like, dude was still piecing stuff together. I was like, yeah, no. It's not pineapples? What does that mean?
I don't know. We've been drinking quite a while.
Understood. Okay, so no kickball tonight, I take it.
No, dude.
You came straight from
they took I did just straight from work, 5 minutes. I'm not even showered. I threw a shirt on, a hat. I did my fancy backlighting.
Yep. It's good that one of us was on time at least.
Yeah, I know. Somebody had to be.
Yep.
I screwed up last week, so I figured I better step up my game this week.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we have not gotten any other topics to talk about. So with that, I want to say thank you, everyone, for being here. Thanks to our expert panelists for being here and sharing your knowledge and expertise and making the world a better place through participation in This Week at Gear Report, episode 165. Oh, crap. I wanted to call someone out again. Our sponsor, Maxim Defense. And I know I mentioned it last week, but I want to call them out every chance I get. They have spent way too much money on legal stuff dealing with the ATF's pistol brace fiasco, overstepping fiasco. And I can say, without getting into details, I have made sacrifices as it relates to this of not insignificant amounts of money because of this stuff as it relates to all of that. But all that notwithstanding, I want to give them a big virtual high five for, yes, they were protecting their own financial interests by getting involved with lawsuits that have borne some fruit and some injunctions to, like, as a Maxim Defense customer, I'm covered under the injunction against enforcement of the ATF massive overreach as it relates to pistol braces, or at least that's how I understand it. It's not legal advice, anyone. But if you're taking, what does Matt Sierra's Firearms says? If you take legal advice from me, you're stealing. I'm more like, if you take legal advice from me, you're an idiot.
Stupid.
I don't know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
But my understanding is that as a
doing what I
Maxim
want.
Defense customer, I am covered. And also as a GOA member, I'm covered under another injunction. So I'm double covered. And I'm going to go sign up for Firearms Policy Coalition because they're awesome. And also, I feel bad that we went to their party at SHOT Show, and
you should
bother signing up yet.
I've been a member
because I know they do awesome stuff, and they're great people. So, yeah. So go sign up for GOA, FPC, buy something from Maxim Defense. What's the other one? What is it, like 2A Coalition or something like that? I can't remember what the other one is, but there are like 3 active as of 5 days ago. When our buddy William at Washington Gun Law published, and he talked about 3 different injunctions in place. So go to Washington Gun Law, watch Bill's video where he talks about the massive, what did he say? This is what non-compliance. This is what mass non-compliance looks like.
Look at that. End of the show. Flying rich.
Mountain William. I'm not sure what that means. So anyhow, go check out that video at Washington Gun Law. about mass noncompliance, and he talks about all the different organizations that have been leading the legal fight and having some success. So go support all of them. Maybe I'm going to do that tomorrow.
I'm looking at my safe right now, like massive non-compliance, like whatever.
Yeah,
they can say what they want. Those look awesome.
Yeah. Well, are you a Maximum Defense customer? GOA member? Anything?
GOA member,
You might be
FPC.
covered on something. Yep.
FPC, GOA.
Yep. Yeah, I'm FPC and GOA.
I wasn't worried about it in the first place, but whatever.
Yeah,
I'm covered.
Same.
Well, I was worried to the extent that GOA FPC braced. All right, I'm going to put Rich's thing up here. Y'all can see if you can decode that. Anyhow, yeah. Because of the public nature of what we do, I think we need to be a little bit more concerned about public noncompliance than other people. But fortunately, we don't have to worry about it right now because we are covered
Temporarily.
Yeah. Until someone has the nuts to stand up to the ATF and say, stop making shit up. That's wrong.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do that. Even if you say you can do it, that doesn't mean you're actually allowed to do it. Like, no, you're not allowed to. And maybe emboldened by that, they'll be able to move forward. I am legitimately worried, though, with the direction Biden is trying to push the presidential campaign. Is he's trying to make significant control. I don't call it gun control; it's people control. But it is. He's trying to push that as a major thing for the next election, which is just going to, make this more of a tribalized issue. And that pisses me off because it's like they don't even care that this is like a real thing that's important. All they care about is they think that they can get some votes out of it. And that just so pisses me off. Essential fundamental freedoms.
The only way they can get any votes. I mean,
yeah,
the country's in fantastic shape right now. I'm just saying.
And the dude, all right, I know we're supposed to be signing off, but holy crap, how deranged and mentally non-functional do you have to be to look at our president, who is like a shadow of a person right now? Like, I never thought he was a great person to begin with. Politically, I've never agreed with the stuff that he is for, but at least he was cognizant of what he was doing most of the time, or at least it appeared so. Now he clearly isn't. He can barely walk. And he's a train wreck. And that no one has stood up and said, get him out of here. Like it's a slap in the face that he was still in office.
They were all over Trump, like 25th him. I'm like, we can't do that now, really? Like,
it is
nobody's saying that right now. Like,
it's a blatant slap in the face and a complete denial of reality that he is still in that role,
dude.
And then they're like, "Oh yeah, and we're going to elect him again." I'm like, "What? Like, how are we supposed to take them seriously?" It makes zero sense. So anyhow, but
on that note,
I need to go to the store and get something to drink, because when I think about politics and all of this ridiculous, like nonsensical stuff, I'm like, oh, I need to start drinking heavily.
I got some bourbon in the safe right over there.
That doesn't help me, but thank you.
You're only like 9 hours. You're only 9 hours away.
Do it.
Cowboy
up.
You need a break, dude. You need to come down here. Dude, it was like 85 degrees today. It was fantastic.
We're going to do some family trips here shortly. And,
okay, awesome.
And Jen was, excuse me, Mrs. Gear Report was trying to book something at the beach, and I don't think she was ever able to find anything because I refused to camp at the beach.
We have the Persichetti resort down here.
Nice.
It's always open. And there's a bedroom now, apparently. So
what about the other one? Are you going to Airbnb the other one?
What
the one that y'all are trying to sell?
Oh, the trailer.
Yeah.
We're I think it's still for sale, so we'll see.
We may have to talk about that.
But it's so far away though.
Oh, is it?
Oh, there's no way you're making it after leaving this place. There's no way.
Oh, okay. All right.
But there's plenty of room for the Jeff Gear-Report family.
All right. With
All
that,
right.
we're going to shut it down. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for the panel. Thanks for everything, unless you're the ATF or that ridiculous other party that is trying to destroy our country. Y'all can suck it. Everyone else, thank you. We appreciate it. All right. Till next time. We'll see you at the range.